Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Profile Plus. This is Padma. Today in this video, we are going to just see some interesting vocabularies on smell. When we really smell something good, it just rejuvenates your feelings. Also, when we smell something bad, it just spoils the mood, isn't it? So this is how even the smell plays a very important role in day-to-day life. Also, it's very rainy these days. We just keep smelling and sniffing many things in day to day, isn't it? So let's just learn some interesting vocabularies on smell in this video. Let's begin. Yes friends, my very first word here is aroma. This word is quite interesting and one of my favorite. You know why? Because the aroma is the word which you use it to mention the smell of food. Whenever your mother cooks something delicious in the kitchen, normally we just sniff and just go behind her, right? Just asking, what are you cooking? I could just get the aroma of the food. See, remember when you just mention any smell comes from the food, any that fresh smell while they are cooking, you just you get the nice aroma of some of your favorite foods like biryani or whatever. Okay, so in such a case you have to say the word aroma. Okay, and it's so aromatic. When any packed food also, when you open it, if it gives a very nice smell, you say it's so aromatic. And aromatic is the word what you have to mention to just say the smell of food. The next word here is the scent. See, there are people who make an error. Here people use this word in order to mention a perfume. Fine, scent is not actually a perfume. Perfume is something you just use it on your dress to just smell really good when you go out on parties. And there is deodorant also people prefer to put. But scent is a common word. It is something whenever there is some nice smell, okay, this you can add it in fact in the candles. Okay, they add some nice chemicals or some nice fragrance to the candles also. That also we call it as scent. This is scented candles, and there are some tissues which are having some scent in it. So those smells are called scent. Fine. The next one is the fragrance. So one of my favorite again, fragrance or nothing but the smell which you get out of flowers. Beautiful flowers gives off the smell of fragrance, isn't it? So your friend comes with your bouquet and just wishes you on your birthday, you immediately take the bouquet to your nose and say, oh my god, it smells really good. So the smell of flowers are called the fragrance. And the next one is the bouquet. See, bouquet is again not a word just to mention the bunch of flowers what you just use it to present people. It is also used to mention the smell of the liquor, mainly the wine, the white wine and the red wine. When you just open it, it just smells really nice. So that is when people use the word bouquet. Bouquet is again used for the smell of liquor. The next word here is putrid. See friends, now we just saw a few good smelling words. now I have just picked up a few words which just mentions for the bad smell in day to day. Fine. So putrid is a smell where we get out of a rotten food. See, it is very strong. Normally when you just open your fridge and you haven't noticed something which is left for months and it is completely decayed, and that gives which you cannot really bear that smell. That's called the putrid. Very strong smell of a rotten meat or a rotten egg or any food items. That's called the putrid. Fine. The next word here is fetid. See, fetid means, again I can tell you, I can relate it to this rainy season. So during this rainy season we cannot really dry our clothes properly. So what do we do? Maybe we'll just leave it for some time and then again we have to just go for your next washing. So you will not have any choice. You have to take all the dry clothes half dried inside your home. So what happens after a day, all this half dried clothes, it just starts to release some smell. So that actually smells so badly inside your room. So anyone just comes, any guests arrive, it just smells very fetid. Fetid means there is a lack of fresh smell inside your room. Okay, so lack of fresh smell happens with any reasons. So in such occasions, if your room is really not smelling fresh, you can use this vocabulary, fetid. Your room smells fetid, means it is not really fresh. There is a lack of fresh air inside this room. Again, I insist, putrid is a rotten smell, something very strong. Fetid means just a lack of fresh smell. I hope you understand these two words and start using it from today. Now the next column here, see, acrid. Acrid is again a strong smell like putrid, but here there is a difference. Acrid is basically a smell of smoke. Okay, when there is something, some burning smell. Normally this happens sometimes in the kitchen. In fact, we get a strong burning smell. Probably you forgot to just switch off your stove when you have your milk, or when you just reheat some of your food, when you just leave it without notice and you get the strong burning sound. But normally, you know, apart from that situation, when you just get out of your home, like when you see some fire accidents, when you cross by that area, you get that strong burning smell. That's called the acrid. That's called the acrid. So it's nothing but the smell of burning. Now, pungent. So what is called pungent? Pungent is also a little strong and a rotten smell, I could say. So it is not really a good smell, but still, this is not as strong as putrid. It is really not as strong as putrid. But pungent is also some very bad smell. It is not very unpleasant. You really don't feel like smelling fresh inside some areas or inside your room or anything because of certain substances inside that room. Then you call that as pungent smell. And sometimes it just goes to your throat also. It is again a strong smell which you feel very unpleasant. Fine, that's called pungent. Here, musty. Okay, this is a nice word. We normally use it in the library. You know where we use this word musty? Those book lovers can relate it to them. Okay, see, those who read, those who have the flair for reading books, they can see these old books from the library, which the papers are completely, you know, slightly wet, and it is very old. It's completely old and wet, slightly wet. And when you just turn off the pages, you get that musty smell in it. So that's called musty. Musty smells comes from the books normally. It's not with the fresh notebooks or with sometimes with your cash notes. So there also you get a smell, isn't it? So it's not that. This is nothing but when you go on a library where you just take some old books, you get the smell called musty. Now coming back to the next one, whiffy. Okay, so whiffy is the word where you mention to the person next to you, your friends or anyone. This sounds a little funny, but this is a very common word where it will be very useful for your day-to-day vocabulary, because there are people who are very lazy bathing these days. Okay, the people who don't take bath regularly, who sweat a lot, you know, they smell really bad. But we feel very awkward to just go and give them such comment. But friends, never mind all that, right? I think you're just smelling whiffy. You should just go for a shower. Okay, I think you started to smell whiffy. Go first, take your shower. So whiffy is nothing but the smell of someone. It's a very bad smell because of sweat, or because of being in a closed ambience, not taken a proper shower and all that. So it's a very bad smell. And also we use this term whiff on a very common term. I think I could just whiff something very bad inside this room. So this can be an alternate for the word smell also. But the word whiffy means you're becoming dirty and you're smelling really bad. That's called whiffy. The next word here is stinks. This is a very common vocabulary, friends. Something which gives a very bad smell, especially the vessels which you haven't washed from morning just stinks, isn't it? Yeah, so that's called a stinking smell, and few people don't like a certain meat. They're like, I really hate the stinking smell of this meat. Okay, because you can also use to express something you feel literally bad to smell. That's called stinky. Now the last word here is the reeks. Again, it's equal to pungent or putrid. This is a very strong smell which goes till your throat. Okay, when there is any strong smell, it just go and choke your throat. Maybe you are unable to breathe properly. That much of strong smell it is. So sometimes the smell of blood, and when you get into the hospitals, the strong medicine smell and all that, it just reeks your throat. So you will not be able to eat anything because of that smell, isn't it? That sort of smells are just mentioned as reeks. R-E-E-K-S. See, remember friends, these are all having a very slight difference. But if you are keenly looking forward to develop your vocabulary, it is important for you to learn all this word and use it in your day-to-day English. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to give the like button. And if you have not subscribed my channel, don't forget to subscribe this. Enrich, empower and emerge with English. All the best friends.